Hello once again, my friends. This is Hambbage, and we've got more hardcore vanilla Minecraft on tap. Hope you guys are ready. I am in dev. I am so ready to get back in here. Let's get. Oh, plop. Wait, I was like, did we plop on the wrong side of the wall? We'd popped up to take a look at our new awesome view. Remember that? Oh, so good. So good. Yeah, so hours, not days later, um, I am so fired up having built all of this that I really am just kind of stoked to get back in it. We've been doing a lot of cool stuff, but one of the awesome parts of Minecraft is, it's like Lego, virtual world Legos, right? It's so fun to build things out of them. Now, we'd talked about a couple quick little projects. I'd like to do something with the gaping holes and putting in a floor or something. Looks like we're about into nighttime though, so let's go say hi to Smart. How you doing, buddy? Hey, you're kind of. I know that mean old zombie came the other day. Let's put you close so you can see your flower again. There. That's better, isn't it? It was that zombie, I bet. Yep. So, definitely would like to. Excuse me. Would like to work this a bit more. And nothing definitive, like I said again. A couple hours later, just went out, threw some discs with some buddies. It's nice. Actually, this is the driest day in weeks, or not really. Since the beginning of last weekend, really, we had a few rainy days in a row, or every day I've been able to get out. It hasn't just been total washouts. Growing up in the Midwest, I know what rainy days really feel like. This isn't that. This has just been good spring weather. It's gonna get damp. So we'll put that away. We are doing very well here. Did we already sleep? Oh yeah, we slept and then we just ran back inside for whatever reason. Because I think... Do we have any ladders out here? I don't think we do. We do have those. And maybe on the inside we do a different kind of wood. I probably already have a bunch of these somewhere, but I really don't know how many we need. Probably that many. Did I... Oh no, I didn't complete... Oh, we ran out of smooth. Or we ran out of time was more accurate, but... At some point we'd also run out of smooth and just left it as is. So this is kind of our gateway through. I've got an idea for the ground floor already, so I'm not too worried about that, but what now? What keys am I hitting? That was weird. was looking up trying to figure out what I wanted to do about that. Of course, that's going to break the whole thing. And, of course, that leads to a deal. Well, why don't we just use some of this? Got lots of it. And then that'll be our in and out. And I think other than that, we'll maybe have our ladder here. Yeah. You guys are probably like, what on earth are you doing? You know you're not talking, you're just kind of bouncing around. I'm wondering about lighting. I think any lighting for this little pass-through have to be set because we want to leave as much as possible on this side for the workings of the gate. So anything in here would have to be preset. But I think we need, you would have to have some light in that little corridor. I mean, in some castles, it could just be an unlit dark corridor, but for our purposes, it can't really be. We need to have something to keep the monsters at bay. And we also need to maybe just do that. I still like having the fence up there, though, to hang the lantern. I think that looks, you could just stack it off a block, but it's a little bit more. So that kind of seals in our walkway. We have no doors. Let's make up another little batch of those. One there, right? Because you would want to... Oh. Oops. You don't want to have just a bit of... privacy, or, the possibility of... So I think in this space, I hope anyway, we're small enough that we can do that and that and kind of be done with all the rest of it. We've got lots of, there's your furthest distance from the light. I think we're pretty safe. And we don't need to get in there, right? So this is, maybe these have beds. Maybe somebody double duties as guard and can catch a nap there. But I think that's a good starting point. All right, we got to get ladders. That's the next deal. Hi, Guava. I hear you up there. You sound beautiful. So there we go. And we'll probably have this go on up to a tower. But now what I was thinking at some point was, what if we did those... that looks a little lame, but maybe not as lame as the wall pieces. For slits, you know, kind of... That's what the walls look like. So they're... Oh, they're not freestanding either, but they don't have the gaps. I don't know. Do kind of feel like this needs a bit more something. Oh, how much stuff am I gonna destroy in here? Just instead of random spots. And that would be gone. Now is that... That is just another spot over here. And I don't think we have anything attached to that one. Well, it's that kind of... And then we could do it up at the top there. Ooh. Same pattern, just reversed. Wait. Oh no. Now I did it. Oh! Go to bed. I was kind of looking at the sky as I did that, like, uh-oh. Alright, let's try from inside. So we didn't want those there. Now, I can't remember what the pattern was. Oh. Okay. So, here, and there, there, there. There. It's the problem with having a secure gatehouse. It's a long way back around. Everything. No! I did that completely backwards. Right after I... Alright, here's the big shot. Oh. Now, if I can jump to hit that with an axe, then why can't I jump to place it? It seems so silly. Alright. There we go, right? And then that would have been down. That already is. No. These are opposites, so where that goes down, that would go up. Oh. The one above the barred window. And then what do we got here? There and there. And then that one's already done. Get it? Ooh. The blocks are possessed. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to that. You're welcome, floating possessed blocks. That one and the one on the outside we need to get from the battlements. I think we also have a door to hang up there too. So that and that. Alright, well maybe that's different. I guess this will just work. Now, there, there, right, of course. But we can do that to that. Didn't hang the door yet. Probably still need the rest of those for lanterns. Oh, we need stairs. Do we already have stairs? And I'm just not enough. Sometimes you just play with the pattern a bit. And you may be saying to yourself, Hambbage is crazy. He's already determined that they don't need windows on the backside of this tower because they would be facing their own defenders. And that's true, but towers were in large part designed to be holdouts. And for this, very likely that American viewers may be more familiar with the story of the Alamo than the story of some of the sieges and holdouts that happened throughout Europe. Sounds like a traitor. Not that he's going to have anything much for us. Okay, so yeah. All we just until we swap. Okay. Was that the last of the lanterns we already used? Maybe we went through a bunch. Okay, well, we got torches. We got the iron plugs. They're nuggets, but I don't think anybody calls iron a nugget. Ooh, we don't have that many. Fortunately, we got loads of iron. Two, that'll get us the one we need. Did I ever hang that door? No. So, that's not, is he in here? He must be outside. No. Okay. One lantern. For now, at least, call it good. The only thing I'm wondering is, does the top there need just something with this to break it up? It's pretty flat and unadorned. Let's not even bother that. Let's just go over here. I'm just thinking, oh, I hope the ladder broke already, I'm sure. Hopefully nothing else, though. Just a little bit of something. Yep. Well, was that the lantern? I thought I saw a treater for a second. We'll see. But I guess the other question is, should I overhang the battlement there? Still got a few of the red. Just pop that out one. Would have been so nice if these were swapped. So I wouldn't be one short. Nothing there. Such a wide walkway, though. Yeah. Do that. Oh, I'm going to leave that. There. Oh, now how are we doing these? Totally forgot. Those had once looked so proportional and nice, and now they just look doofy. Oh, but we can do this. There. 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 Here. There. Now, we don't have any kind of anti-mob deterrent. It's a bit unfortunate. Go away, sir. Don't have the proper paperwork. No slabs there. Slabs anywhere. If it is already almost night again, I'm going to be amazed. Hope that's enough. So that. Four more. Well, I honestly did not anticipate this much extra building time. I kind of thought we were all good and squared away, but clearly not. Clearly, I still have not put that dumb door in. I think we did have a torch there, just out of principle. Alright, well, this is a tower. Not every tower needs a flag, I don't think. I think we'll hang some banners maybe on the outside, but not our current priority. Well, it's working to keep them out, you know. Shh. Okay, next up. Let's fill the wall. Which means let's stair, not the planks. Here, smooth stairs. These are smooth. At least I'm getting that part right. Oh wait, I'm gonna need all these. You take those back inside. Leave the lantern out here. Ladders can go inside. Wires. Extra torches. Planks. Oars. Lots of dirt. Now, more realistically, cobble, right, to fill in a gap in a wall would make kind of the most sense, but it's really fill, it's the spare materials that you have to keep the outer parts of your wall from collapsing in on each other. But yeah, typically that would be scrap stone, broken pieces there. So I think eventually we'll. No, we don't have anything there. This one is still set up and ready to go. Let's go down here. Yeah. Maybe I'm fighting this. For no good reason when I can just do this. Till I hit that. Make sure we get the one in the hole. Didn't use as much dirt as I'd hoped. So we can still build into the wall and make some little apartments or something and lock folks, villagers or something in. I guess I don't know. Just make little accommodation type stuff built into the walls that may not be the most secure when you're getting shelled, but otherwise are not too bad. So, now we would need more of the smooth to finish out the wall. And we'll still need to do some coloring. I've gotta take some of this back. I'm not looking, at least a couple here to get the entry from the gate cleared up. I'm not real wild about changing them while all this is in hand, but close. Figure we can at least do this little bit here and then run off to bed. Fill in the time. Yeah, that's the part where, at least on the outside, we'll probably need to swap in some regular bits of cobble just to give it some more personality and character than just a, hey, look at this. This wall is completely uniform. If you go look at old castles and stuff, they're not. There's either repairs that have been made along the way or just availability of local materials and stuff. That was what they had to do. So. just enough here to get through the... This seems very teleporty. Should I be worried? Not overly, I'm sure, but should I be at all worried? Now what I'm... Why? I guess that makes sense. That's where it was. Yes. There we go. Those are back. These are all smooths. So, I'm kind of digging. I think we've got a nice little spot working. We'll see how all this plays out in the distant future, right? This is kind of wrap up on this current building phase. I like it, but I do. You guys can hear it, I'm sure. You know, when I'm talking, I get frustrated, a little whiny when I was like, "Come on, work! Just make it go. Why, man?" So, little chunks and enjoy what does work, and kind of go from there. I really like those lanterns hanging by the windows there for Guava to look at. Get those stored back. All right, well, where are we at now? I have no idea. Time, 37 minutes. Not too bad. So there's one more item we haven't done, and I would very much like to as kind of a finish off. And if I'm forgetting any, I apologize, because we could be basically done. There's two, another piece of all this. At some point, we'll want to kind of expand this into more of a gatehouse, and it'll kind of just be low, built in, but a covered area over here that kind of comes off the back of this. And this gate will actually extend out a little bit more, and that's where we'll have this kind of kill chamber where above there will be trapdoors and things that we can set some cauldrons around, and that's the boiling oil or water or whatever that they could pour down. Some more, maybe the iron bars here, but arrow loops where anybody caught in between could get shot down, and then we'll maybe use the iron just to make a non-functional, but the appearance of a portcullis behind the gates, so that everyone could be stopped. But that's it. And then floors is the other piece that I want to work on. And there's a certain material I've already talked about, I believe, that fits historically, at least in my part of the country, and is readily available. But we got two kind of pressing needs before we can get into the darkroom spawner build. The first of those is to get supplies, and the second is to load up on coal, because while we've got blocks and things, and they're all fueling the various furnaces, and we've got quite a few, and I don't remember how many we had on the feeders down here. In fact, before we go to the feeders, we kind of talked the bone stuff, and I'm kind of inclined that if we're heading down and we think about it, let's just start toting along. And I know it's a bad rate of return, and there's not much to it, but if those eventually can become blocks. That might, it's nothing to us, right? We're walking down the stairs anyway, and we get to take in this awesome view, which I'm digging. Maybe that'll be the... Remind me to grab a screenshot here, before we head out, because I don't know if we'll make it all the way back again before the end of the episode. Well, we're going pretty quick here. Real simple machine here for anyone who hasn't seen it yet. It's been a while. So we just... Seeds in the top, whether they're beets or grass, they go in, and when they get all chewed through the bottom, they pop out as bone meal. But it takes a bit. It fills those up each time it's raising a level. And then when it gets full, that's when it spits out so we've got a block of coal there and a lot of blocks there. So we're not doing horribly, but we're not doing great either. And knowing that we have a massive source of coal. I didn't do it. That's how long my memory works. Screenshot. Before we go. Wait, was there some other reason we were coming downstairs other than the seeds? I was like, we're going down... Oh, was it just to go through the portal? Maybe it was. Now I've got myself all confused and flummoxed. So, I think for today's... Ooh, can we get our friend in? Let's just... grab a shot. Visitors at our new gate. Temporary gate. Alright. I can't think of anything too pressing. Only thing would be if we were to build a loft, but I don't think we need to do that for now. We can just enjoy the vaulted ceilings for now. We got plenty of space at the moment. Let me know in comments if anybody has an opinion, if the modified structure of the titling makes a difference to you, if it helped you find us, if it seems like it's more clear or less clear, further recommendations. I threw the Let's Play on the front and the version number in the episode titles in YouTube. So now it's Let's Play Hardcore Vanilla Minecraft episode, world episode. Here's that phantom sneeze again. If I wait for it, maybe it... Nope, that one was legit. Wow, sorry about that. I thought it was going to be another faker like last 2 episodes ago, last episode, whenever it was. Wasn't there. That was a legit sneeze. Brain rattler. The episode name. So, yeah, I've switched up the titling a bit, and I hope it works for everybody. It's basically just reordering the words and adding the Let's Play. I also order on the end, where I had Hardcore Vanilla, I put the 1.16.5 version in case anybody's searching on that or, just curious. Some of that had all been in the description. And I I kind of wonder about putting Hambbage in there as well. Um, so feedback, if anybody's got experience or knows, um, just in my very cursory look, without looking a whole lot, most YouTubers at least don't put their name in the title, right? That's either out there, and either you already know you're searching for the content creator's name from the get go, or you're just looking for the content. You don't even know. Why would you be searching for hardcore vanilla Minecraft recordings if you already knew who you were going to look at? So I think that's okay, and I just feel like it gives me more to play around with in the description. That's not just Hambbage hardcore vanilla Minecraft. We repeat that so often. So let me know your thoughts if that makes sense and works, or if you think I'm missing something, or if there's something I've already missed that's better already. Yeah, just trying to make it accessible for folks. So um, let me know if that provides the right kind of information, or if there's something else you'd look for in the title, or if you guys think the content in the description should be modified, putting that into the title, more of that stuff into the title or not. Certainly be flexible. So yeah, at some point, every time I'm like, man, I should have just loaded up, but I still haven't really made a decision. After we posted the various Blackstone combos and stuff, I still haven't really made a decision what I want to go with, much less figured the patterns that I want to use. I do think I don't see it here. Um, I do think that it will be. Oh, I'm wondering if this was the thought I was finishing. I think the pattern will be more elongated than some you may have seen in other nether highways. I, especially in these open areas, I really like having a lot of glass, uh, lots of windows to kind of see and experience the expansiveness. I think that's a real highlight. So I don't want to hide it away in a dark tunnel. Um, I want to make a lot of that glass and make it, appear as minimally supported, but still, not just a glass tube, but minimal structure where the emphasis in the building of it would have been on long and expansive sight lines. So that's kind of what I'll be going for, particularly in the long stretches. Then on these interior parts, that's where I don't know. Basically, this area I think will be up one more um, in height, but this will be filled. So basically be the same amount of space. And I just every 5 or so seems a bit repetitive. I think we can just stretch it. It's a long run, long haul, and we'll be good. I tell you guys, just to prepare here a bit, I think when we get upstairs, if it's night, we'll sleep. But I'm going to mute for just a second. My nose is running something fierce after that sneeze, and I'm going to mute you guys and just grab a tissue real quick. So right when we pop up, I will be right back. Well, thanks for your patience. It ended up being a double blow just to get all of it out. I don't know what, something got me or what. I don't feel very allergy, but after that sneeze, man, something wanted to get out of my nose. All right, so here we are. We kind of have the world as our oyster here. And what all are we going to want to acquire? Well, the red sand is a priority, and there's so much of this biome, and it spreads out so nicely. We can do a lot of that. We need it for the darkroom spawner because I want to use the red sandstone cooked to get that all. So we can continue here. I don't know if I want to hit all of this area too terribly much. I think, well, it's kind of personal preference, but my feeling has always been, you live here. You don't want to just convert the whole natural environment of where you live. You want to kind of minimal footprint, right? See, you moved here for a reason, so why hide it? And for that reason, but to also kind of expedite, I think I'm going to start a little tunnel boring project right into the depths, and we'll just, as a starter and kind of an exploratory probe, try to go as far as we can and just see what does this expressway take us to within the biome as we go through the various layers. Again, we're pretty near the east edge of the biome. We were flying from the east when we, or boating. We weren't flying at that point. We were boating from the east when we discovered it, kind of the southeast. And this is at least a part I hear of water. That'll probably be fun. So much coal. Just incredible amounts. Silly amounts. So the good news is this time we have the fortune pick with us, which we didn't last time. So we can, just out of that, we'll have plenty of coal. We can restock our torches all we need to. Get all kinds of goods. But I'm really just curious. Will we hit more mines? Will we go right below it and pop out on a far shore? Will we catch a valley? As we've been up on the top and looked down, from where the trees were and stuff. So there's some gold here. Just caves rising up in the midst would be cool. And this is just the advantage that we have now that we have great tools. Good food, good unlimited food, basically. Thanks to, in part to those pigs. We just kind of set to rock. We don't need to think too much about any of those kind of things. We can just go about our business and see what's happening. So yeah, this isn't exactly model acquiring these specific resources, coal and red sand, that we need. We're going below most of those, but we'd really like to get to the equivalent spots of where we built our house, where it's low and flat and has those low-lying wide expanses, that's where the red sand, you can get 2-3 layers of it and just kind of cruise with the shovel. And we'll see how we do here. I do kind of wonder if at some point it'll be worth popping our head back down to see if we can get just one more ancient debris, because for the sand, having netherite on the shovel would be really handy since it's our only one. The other thing is, do we use our 50 levels we currently have to apply Unbreaking, Silk Touch, Efficiency 5, and Mending to another diamond shovel, so at least we have a spare and can kind of rotate through. All possible. We can do most anything. We do have some backup produce that we can use for more XP. We're kind of saving it, in case of repairs and that kind of stuff, but if enchanting and all that, we can... Ooh, is that a bigger cavern now? Or is that just my errant shoveling? I kept... Isn't that gravel? Why isn't it breaking? Well, that's it's diorite? I think that's the diorite one. Might be getting a little lower here. Delightful. More gravel. Should go back for that coal. We'll have to come back, though, at some point, right? Or we've got such big problems we don't need to worry about coal anymore if we aren't coming back. Honestly, we're getting close. What I kind of expected when I started all this was that we'd kind of pop out on the other side of that hill and just be really, without having to boat all the time, be right back to our kind of the mines we'd already explored. Clearly we're not, but there's our tree farm, so we haven't gone too terribly far, but this is a great sand area as far as it goes. Let's just mix it up. Go ahead and grab a little bit of that while we're here. Keep the variety, because we'll need a ton. For the building of the darkroom spawner, which again, nothing special. I'm not innovating anything that everybody else hasn't already done or advocating. But I think everybody's kind of got their setup system for building it, and I kind of wondered. I think I'm gonna build. Usually, let me just try to make this as chaotic a story as possible. Usually, I build a darkroom spawner very early in my worlds, but that's usually when I'm not playing for an audience. And while some of you may think these are overly long and not action-packed enough as they would be if they were compressed down into 10-15 minutes for each of these 2-hour episodes, they would be a lot more stale if you were watching me stand at the bottom of a darkroom spawner and wait for mobs to fall down to kill them. It gets old even when I'm not trying to talk or entertain anybody. I can't imagine watching me do that. I hope you guys find what I have to say interesting and entertaining. That's awesome if you do. drop me a like or a comment. Let me know. But in all honesty, um, you're kind of you're kind of mailing it in on your self entertainment if that's what you do. All right. Well, we won't be gone too long. We'll run back, sleep, and free up the inventory, and come back and do another sand run. Kind of clear out just this little middle area. Maybe make a dry walkway here. Got that coal, but now I don't know if we have enough room to hold it. We can only hold, what, 20 some? 23? If you have, no. Wow. If you have 41 and you're trying to get to 64. Perfect. Now, how are we doing on gold? Get a bunch of gold. There we go. One just to, oh no! No! Little Coley! We don't need the dirt. We just proved that we have too much dirt back home, even for a wall filling project. Much less need more. All right. Well, that's a good start. The only real trick is going to be getting from the tunnel inside the house to safety. But I think our time in the nether should have prepared us well, unless anything drops right on our head. Whew. Oh, your glorious house. Oh. Now this... could get old. Oh. I didn't even know you guys could get up here. Was that the monster? Are there other monsters? Oh, you sound like a baby. Oh. You got a flame sword? That's like a hard-hitting flame sword. I lost 4 hearts to him? Sound like another little baby. Compare us to the boring old pig guys in the nether. Alright, now, what on earth do we have going for storage? This was our kind of traditional box. We don't have any wood. Nothing else too crazy there. This would be our traditional food box. Well, we don't have extra foodie stuff. Do we have wood? Or have we... see all that coal? Here we are running around gathering up coal like suckers. We have a lot of... oh, this won't quite get us there. That's just all terracotta. Alright, nope. You. One? I thought I had the whole bleeding stack. Okay. There. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, why not? Here. And then that one we won't have a whole lot of need for. Here. Oh, I dropped it in the tunnel. That's right. You go in here. And you. And that's about it. Over here, you, and you. You guys. Sand. We can put more sand there. Got a lot of it. Sandstone. Again, this is just purely for the storage aspect. Well, because we'll eventually want to cook it. Orange terracotta. Boom. Red and plain terracotta. Planks now come back here where we could actually use them. This would normally be the wood box. We've got gunpowder, paper, and a bunch of other random stuff. This stuff we can all put away. This is unplanned. I did not expect to be doing a bunch of housekeeping. These. Let's go. Apples, carrot, chicken, bones, string, cactus, extra arrows, string, blah, blah, blah. Dirt. Neapolitan blocks. Don't have any of you going yet. We need... Do I not have... Maybe I was low at the time. So let's make this a permanent ender chest. We can then pull out... What am I looking for? This box. And from it... Oh! From it, we can get the fortune axe. Repair when you can. Regular axe, I'll pick that up. Oh, we should get another. We can be doing better than all this. Let's put that there. Well, at least for now, that's actually good, because we don't need unless we fill it with gold, we don't really need a treasure box here. Sandstone and sandstone. Good. Now. It's a pretty good run for our... coal and repairs. Getting there. Before we do anything, jam this place with torches. Wait, I already had that much? More torches. Remember over all those. We still have those to play with. So we shouldn't be going through all that. That was because we needed the coal. But we're not going to have this just crush of dumb tools here. We actually just picked up some cacti. We can, if we don't have one convenient, we can plant one outside and trash our stuff into it. One thing I would like to make is another grindstone. I never remember. It's just 2 planks, sticks, and 1 stone slab. We got the stone now, except I put it all away in this box. Is he up on my deck? How rude, man. It's a private home. You don't just come waltzing in here. Nope. Up here, I think. Here and here. Good. That helps. Then, as I recall, this is like a building junk chest. That can go in there. I don't know where ultimately, but why not right there? Clean that up. Now, oh man, so much to do. Let's just do all this coal. We're gonna get more coal. And I'd rather be cooking here efficiently while I'm working than not. Still not very many. Or still not very close. I was like, oh, maybe if I just get a couple hung up on top, that'll get us close. Now. Oh, now we got a creeper? They may be able to see us through the bars and not through the windows. That may be why they're hanging out so much. And of course, having built a nice shady overhang roof, I'm sure they appreciate that during the day. Remind me, self, to harvest sugar while I'm here too. Got a nice crop there. Yeah, so again, coal's not quite. Oh, there we go though. Coal's not quite the same as nether quartz when it comes to repairing it and the XP gain from it, but hey, we're still topping everything off, which is great. And we need this coal. And it's getting towards the night again. Not bad. All right, now Hopefully that was the extent of the monsters at Monster Ranch. There we go. Nasty little bit of business, that. Okay, now we can make blocks of coal. Pretty good little start. We can fuel our 2 furnace. And we can cook. And we can even have a few extra little coals lying around. And a few extra little sticks. We'll work on topping off the deal in a bit. Now, I don't want to hit with the fortune pick the whole time. Alright, shovels repaired. Cactus hunt is next. Wait, didn't I just have... Oh, I got all this junk. What are we doing here? That's all going to be cactus stuff. You two, good spot for you there. Alright. Foresty stuff eventually. Feathery stuff. Andesite stuff. Cobble stuff. Cactus, 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 cactus. Working on gathering. Cactus. There you go. So, don't want it so far that we can't get to it easily. Oh, maybe we could toss over the fence would be nice. Ooh, good thing we got 1 sand. Grow beast. Oh, actually, don't even worry about growing. I got you. How high can we, Ha ha ha! Could even make this a saguaro-style cactus if we wanted to, I have a feeling. Oh well. Not right now. Right now, we're taking out the trash. We might have needed that leather, I don't remember. We don't need this bow, and we want to scrub the... Scrub the boots. Back that way. Alright, all little... Oh, let's check this. Well, that's getting the top. If I throw it lower... No. Just totally not happening. That's a bummer, but not... Hey, we don't have to worry about going to find lava or anything to get rid of all the trash. So that's pretty handy. Now, is anybody getting in from here? I don't think so. I can't imagine that they're spawning, so they got to be coming around to our entry here. I got lots of fence. Oh, and maybe this would help with our spider situation too. You can, oh, except if they spawn down there, I'm not going to be able to. Not going to be able to do anything about it. Which they may already be doing. But again, that might be where just having a loft would be a big help. Maybe that would raise us up far enough from whatever creepy crawlies and stuff there are to keep us in the clear. But here's what I'm kind of envisioning is just a side yard fence that eventually we could make a gate on, but for now at least just makes it tougher. You know, if they see us from a side window, they got to go around the whole thing to get to us. And as we've seen with the pigmen, you know, sometimes what seems pretty straightforward to us isn't to them at all. When we get more wood blocks, we'll make up some gates and see if this works well here, then we'll do another one over on the other side. That should solve our can't sleep problems. We may also have to just push this back just a hair. But yeah, otherwise, not bad. I didn't bother to see how late it was. This could be a quick turnaround. Oh, it's dark. I think I actually have a bed in my inventory. Let's sip some water here while we're running. And while we check the sky to see if it's already getting dark. Not yet. Not at all. 122. Not too bad. So yeah, unfortunately, so much of this is just a single layer that you kind of cherish wherever you can find it in deeper pockets. But it's still plentiful, and that's why we're also going to be hitting the regular sand quarry very hard to make up a bunch of sandstone of the regular variety. Alright, now do a little tour back around here. Not that it's these are imminently gonna drop or anything, but and by drop I mean despawn. In case you couldn't tell. It's easy in these big areas to end up, like whiling your way away and suddenly finding that everything you'd worked hard to get is now going bye-bye. Here, in this nice little enclosed area, I don't know that that's going to be a huge deal. Another night, I mean, how cool would that be as a building spot? Doesn't have the access to the water, but we've already got that taken care of. But I don't know, maybe we do like a tower here. Maybe this is where we put a cactus farm so it could run, at times, but not be just plugging away at our own base. We'd certainly have coal to power it. That might be one I'd consider, like kelp or something to power the furnaces on instead. Seems like a big waste. I mean, if you need it, if that's how you're building your world, or you need either the XP or the dyes or whatever, and building, having a ton of cactus is a part of that. Go for it. Again, it's only the cooking too. If you just need the cactus, there's really nothing. You just build it up, and you'll have cactus for days. All right, come back through there. And check to make sure that we do still have a bed. And go ahead and sleep before it gets too crazy. The other thing that this area could be really nice for, I've said before, one of my fun things to do. We still haven't done a raid. We got our totem from a mansion, for anybody who may not have seen it. No idea what the episode number, but it was so much fun. We'd just gotten our wings. We'd come back from this, discovering this biome by boat. No, we had wings, didn't we? That was just prior to. We'd gone in the opposite direction. We didn't find this biome, but we did find a woodland mansion. And cleared that out, got our totems, of which we got 3 of 4 because a certain zombie picked one up, and then when I killed him, he used it to come back, which was cool. I may have heard that at some point. I can't recall having done it specifically, or who might have come across that, but it's the first time I'd ever seen, and I was kind of taken aback. I was like, "What is going on over there?" It looked like some kind of just like an XP fountain had come out of this zombie I'd just killed. Usually you see like 2 or 3 little balls pop up, and woohoo! Where he was standing, it was like seriously, like a fountain, like center of a big square or something. And there's a mine, piece of one. Maybe not too extensive, but a little bit. And obviously back behind me, there's more mine stuff, which we would expect. It would be kind of disappointing if there wasn't any. The other thing we can kind of do now, more for the decoration stuff, and a piece of what I wanted to get back here was just get some of the plain, this is the plain terracotta, but get some of that for our floors back at home, because in 19th century fortifications, or just buildings, even if it wasn't a home, packed or baked earth type flooring was actually pretty common. Here in the American Southwest, I believe, and it's been a long time, the place where I believe I heard this was at Bent's Old Fort, which is in southeastern Colorado, and was on the something cutoff of the Santa Fe Trail. Why we went back the last time to fill up our pockets, I don't know, but we don't have to now. All we need to do is make sure we don't accidentally turn it into cut, which more decorating choices. Just beware that this stuff is not nearly as blast resistant as the smooth that we cook. That's why I cook it, and why I am constantly saying, "Oh, I wish they had walls and other craftable items from those smooth variants." They're the refined pieces, right? you've worked on them. You've made them into a better product through cooking and baking, which, again, just baking sand, I don't know that exactly is, it's kind of the process that makes sandstone, but over a long, long time. Maybe there's like an industrial process that lets that happen nowadays. If there is, I just haven't been exposed to it. I'll maybe check into that. I think there's just so many other options that are equally good and easier, probably. Like a molded concrete or something. You're still using sand. You're making an aggregate, and but it's more adhesive, right? You have to make sandstone truly. You have to replicate the process of having sandy layers compacted under pressure for thousands of years until they essentially fuse into a single, much more dense, obviously, stone than the original sand. So why would there be an industrial process to artificially create that when instead you could just use the sand to make concrete and form it, how to color it, and there's so much that can be done with concrete. Why would you do anything different or put in that time? So that's my guess, is that while people can make diamonds too, but diamonds have a lot more value, right? People will buy artificially factory diamonds, which is actually pretty cool. Considering it, everybody I think has heard of blood diamonds and the whole, areas where natural diamonds are still mined. There's a lot of conflict, obviously, around who controls those rights. It's always more nuanced than it may seem. The people that one day are called warlords and exploiting are, to some people, the freedom fighters that are fighting against the people that are exploiting the local populations, and those roles may change depending on the outcomes and who controls the access of say De Beers going forward. All of a sudden, the people that you once hated, once you've settled, they if they have a military conflict take over, and then you settle the how much they want to sell you or let you mine the diamonds. And usually there's a price for everything, for everybody. And those stories do change, but that doesn't change the fact that atrocities can and do happen when you have a limited precious commodity, and there's only so many discovered diamond fields in the world. And even if you find more, or discover more, there's only so many theoretically possible in this planet. It has even if the whole planet was diamond, it has a given mass, and you could theoretically go through all of it, and only a X% is going to actually be diamond veins, or veins that would be favorable to producing diamonds, and they're really deep and really inaccessible. So being able to artificially create those through a manufacturing process by which you're exerting and expending an incredible amount of energy to make up for time. But you can do that. It's a thing. And for the people who are looking for some nice jewelry to give as a gift or something, if it's just going to be appearance, or even, and I know this can vary a little bit, right? Some people see different meaning in a wedding band. Okay, this, I'm glad I used the white one. That was intentional. This can be symbolic for some couples when they're getting like an engagement band and they want to have a diamond in it. Starting your relationship on something that's that's artificially created, unless you have a deep-rooted conviction that you're helping, your chosen purchase is helping others by, bypassing some of the conflicts around real natural diamonds. Yeah, but is that going to compare to, someone whose grandmother's heirloom diamond that had been in her band, family heirlooms came down, or sometimes, just the ability to say this is a real diamond, for the guy that may be a symbol of his commitment. I'm willing to spend for this. For the woman, it may be, a symbol too that, hey, look, I don't have to. And again, I don't have a problem with people living their lives however they want to. And I know it's changing and adapting, and I think that's awesome. I have no problem with people being able to commit to and live their lives with whoever they want, regardless of gender. I think that's a huge step forward for all of us. But, growing up, I'm talking in terms of a man proposing to a woman, giving an engagement ring, getting down on the knee, and all that. That's becoming more dated, right? It so rarely does it happen exactly like that anymore, but it still does. It's still a vast majority of couples. That's kind of the way things go. The guy will still, the girl will kind of be waiting. Maybe in today's day and age, she's more willing to, like, hey, you're never going to do this, so I'm going to ask you. You want to get married, kind of deal. But I think still, that's why it makes, whether it's same sex or whether it's a woman proposing to a man and kind of flipping the traditional gender roles in a relationship. Either way, it's what makes those things cool and still kind of, hey, that's awesome. More than just the, oh yeah, you guys got married, huh? 30 years from now, that may have totally faded, and we may get to that point where it's like, huh? What? You guys did what? Or you would have expected that, the guy would have gotten in trouble if he didn't ask, and the woman would have just sat around waiting, and if nothing ever came of it, she would have broken off the whole relationship instead of voicing what she wanted. That kind of stuff, one way or another. I'm not trying to point any fingers. All I'm saying is, when I think of the whole proposing, engagement ring, all that, I just traditionally think, the dude awkwardly, nervously getting down on one knee, probably at a restaurant, and tip the maitre d' to put the ring on a plate with some fancy dessert, or has it in a box in his pocket and is hoping his girl didn't notice the bulge in his fancy sport coat jacket, because you can do the just cool, on a hike or somewhere out in nature. It would probably be my my move if I ever find the right woman. But it certainly, the movie TV ideal of, yeah, you're gonna propose at a nicer, take somebody out in a nice place, nicer than you normally would. Hey, what's the occasion? Well, nothing. I just think you're wonderful, until the dessert tray comes out and there's your ring in the whatever her favorite dessert is, kind of deal. So anyway, yeah, you can artificially, and I think most people would say that, yeah, that has a real value. It may not have as much value as a real natural diamond, but they can occupy a very legitimate place as symbols of love, as fine jewelry, and to the naked eye, a cubic zirconium may not look any different than a diamond, and it may make you wonder why do people get so finicky, I guess, about actual diamonds. And that's really a human nature type question, I guess. Why do we? Well, because it's the implied value. You're giving something significant as a symbol. Whether that's a Christmas gift to a parent or a kid, or the people that you love and you care about. You like to show that you put them ahead of your own personal financial well-being, and that they're more important to you than anything. So by it's just kind of a universally accepted token that this represents that. I had to, what they used to say, 2 months salary or whatever. I had to make a commitment of significance into something that is otherwise trivial. It's not capital, right? You're not investing. Talk to the Gates as they're apparently going through what is now becoming a difficult divorce, and I think sadly for so many people that go through that, even if you just mutually decide, hey, this isn't what we thought it was going to be when we started. It's not going in the right direction. But we don't hate each other. It's just we realized we grew beyond where we had been when we started. Whatever. Blah 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 blah. Whatever. Those, I'm glad I kind of knew which way I was supposed to go. Even those get messy with the best of intention, and it's because even you say, oh yeah, we're just going to split everything up. Well, that carries questions, and that's why it's like doing complicated taxes. You need a financial planner. Even if you understand where you want to get to, there's so many rules and all that kind of stuff that you need a team. You need professionals, and unfortunately or fortunately, and people who have been through on either side, lawyers. Yeah, man, I pay the lawyer so much. Well, yeah, but usually they're doing something to account for that investment. And personally, I don't have a big problem with that. You hope you get a good one, and lawyers are kind of like doctors. Yeah, you may guess that the guy with the sparklers in his hand and dressed up as a Statue of Liberty on TV may not have been the top of his class at law school, but they know enough to have gotten certified by whatever the bar organization is in their area, and they know a lot more than you do. And it's easy to, hey, I just want to say it's 50-50 all the way through. Well, there's subtleties and there's things that you have to plan out, especially if God forbid you have kids and they're caught up in the middle of it, and they're feeling guilty and unloved. Why do mommy and daddy get to this point? It's so sad. But and I think a lot of parents bend over. Even if they've been feel they've been personally slighted. If there's been infidelity or whatever, they still want to. It breaks their hearts for their kids to see it. See their kids knowing that mom and dad, the people that are, depending on the age of the kids, were infallible in their eyes, right? You grow up to a point in your life where you're like, mom and dad are invincible. They're always right. They know everything, and this is a real thing. You may not remember it specifically, but I think most of us do. You remember when, you mean mom or dad can be wrong? And unfortunately for a lot of us, that becomes clear when mom and dad have a difference of opinion, and the first time you hear your mom and dad just letting loose and yelling, they're people, right? They're gonna do that, and some things have a lot of gray, so you're gonna find that they're gonna have to get to a compromise point, even if there is no divorce. But unfortunately for a lot of kids, that's kind of the reality for a long way. Is or for much of their lives, is just watching as parents don't maintain or see eye to eye, and that increasingly pulls them apart. So anyway, that got deep and dark. Fortunately, and it seems kind of bragging because it's relatively uncommon these days. My parents have been married for 60. Well, how long? They had a big anniversary that we didn't get together for. Maybe it was their 50th. Although that would have been pretty quick for my sister. I think it was probably their 60th anniversary. It's crazy. So crazy. Yeah, and I remember my parents are still to this day committed to one another, and clearly they're not going anywhere now. But I remember I remember my sister and I listening. They're just having some argument downstairs, and I think the kids are in bed, and it gets a little heated. But my parents were never abusive or had any issues like that. But they'd have good fights as adults do. Money stress, and just future stress. What are we going to do? Or when jobs fell through or whatever, are we going to have to move? All those kind of things, back and forth and back and forth. And while it didn't happen often, for kids that can be very scary. So I can only imagine, the kids that have grown up through divorce and seen kind of listened from the top of the stairs as things weren't getting resolved, and the parents that try to deal with that. And that's why if you are going through a divorce, you don't know what's going to be 5, 10, 15 years down the road. And while you may just say, yeah, we want 50-50, really, to ensure that actually works smoothly, you've got to have lawyers. They're going to anticipate how these things get challenged down the road, and what on one day seems like no big deal may become huge 10 years later. And so that's the kind of stuff that has to get figured out. Anyway, from sandstone to diamonds to all that, we are now at an hour and 47. I felt like it was it was getting on rambly time. Let's try to sleep before the monsters come out. We're going to wrap up. We got a good screenshot from the previous. We're going to stay out here, though. We definitely still want to go after coal. Let's just take a look and kind of tally up. We've only got a single shulker box of the red sandstone. So while that's great, it's not enough to get through. We got to chop some trees to have some more wood out here. We can get more of the dark oak planks, certainly, but I just want to have some wood ready to go for whatever projects. I'd love to finish this off with some gates, get that a little more secure, and do the same over on the other side. I just don't, I don't want to have to deal with monsters up on my deck. It's no fun. I'd much rather be out on the deck watching the monsters, picking them off with my bow. But I'm so glad to be back in our second home. This is awesome. Maybe lofts on both sides, or maybe like out to here and then just run on these along the sides and leave it open up into the middle. That'd be cool. I don't know. We'll see. I'm still not too worried about it. I think we'll eventually do something to kind of raise this up and get more area. But for right now, we got more space than we need. So let's put this away for now. Well, let's leave it out. Put those away. We're good. It's been a pleasure. I'm going to see. I kind of want to crash out early with all those various hockey games that for me have been late. I'd kind of like to get some good sleep. There's a Friday evening game for me tomorrow night. I'm going to get together with some friends and watch that. And had a pretty good workout day. I still want to maybe get out. It's just getting dark. It's about 8 o'clock here. So we'll see. Another couple hour episode may not go too terribly late, but I don't know. I doubt it. I think we're probably done for the night. So I appreciate you guys. I always enjoy getting to produce this content. For one thing, I just love the game. I love playing it, and I hope you guys enjoy watching it. If you have, do definitely click the like. Give me a comment or something to let me know what it is you do like, or any feedback or suggestions, other stuff to do. But yeah, we're picking our way. Next big project I think is still going to be the dark room spawner, getting that built up and functioning. And the list goes on and on of all the other stuff that we've got. Respawn Dragon, it was a big one. Yeah, it seems like there's something else. We still need to work the fortress to find the withers. So lots. We got so much to do, and the big tower at the other corner of our first wall of our base. That's going to be a huge building project too, and we'll need some of these same supplies. So lots of fun stuff to do. Hope you guys are back for the next one. Until then, take care, and remember, if you're playing games or watching videos, whichever, definitely take some time to get up, move your body, let your mind and your eyes particularly relax instead of staring at the screen all the time. So you guys take care of yourselves. I'll try to do the same for myself, and we'll see you back here next time. Bye now.